I mean, it'd definitely be worth it, but I don't think it'd be.
Sometimes getting beat up is worth it. Fucking. What up, everybody? It's Just Bling. We're back with another episode of Camp Diamond and Friends. Today, I got the homie, founder of PPP, super businessman extraordinaire, and hustler 10,000, my man Kyle Williams. What up?
What up? Most people, you probably know me as Super. Probably Super Duper.
Super!
Maybe Super Sweet. But probably just Super. Some people do know me as Oi Kyle. That's what I go by. That's what I prefer to be called, Oi Kyle.
He's a man of many names. Fucking, I caught him on a business trip out in the country, riding around, getting it as usual. It's rare that we get to meet up for anything other than quick business transactions and daps and hugs and shit, so it's nice to be able to sit down and kick it for a second. What you been up to, man?
Shit, working. That's it. I got 2 jobs, 3 hustles, and a brand.
It's never not been your answer as long as I've known you. Fucking working.
And occasionally, I do find time to ride my bike every now and then.
BMX connoisseur. So let everybody know, man. Like, what are your hustles? Because you've got mad plugs you could hit them with.
Well, my 9 to 5, I work in a body shop as an apprentice. But my main source of income, you could say, would be reselling shit on eBay. Whether it's buying shit at the dollar stores, flipping it, thrift stores, flipping it, yard sales, flipping it. But
how much of your time does the side hustle of flipping shit on the internet take up?
I won't spend more than 10 hours a week on it.
Okay, like that's the perfect answer because how do I get the words out of my mouth? It's hard for me to not stop at yard sales, but I almost feel like to turn a profit, it's got to be a side hustle because if you, like, I don't know if it'd be worth doing full time.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing it full time. Like, I do one of my jobs is magazine delivery,
right?
And I'll stop out at thrift stores when I'm doing that, but I'll walk right in, do a quick lap, and only buy shit that catches my eyes. Right. It doesn't catch my eyes, I'm back out of there. I'm not spending no time in the store. Like,
you don't
get in and get out. I don't even look that hard. I probably overlook a lot of shit, but it's about time.
Frequent stops, so yeah, I guess that's all you
get in there, spend about $35, and come out. Hopefully you do it all right. If you can turn that 35 into 100, you're doing good.
Yeah.
As long as you don't spend a lot of time posting it, you got to get home, post it, and spend the least amount of time on it possible.
Yeah, that's always been my thing. I've had certain jobs and situations where they're like, look, post all this shit. Let's sell all this on the internet. And the person asking me to do it is like, yeah, just sell it. Just sell it on the internet. And I'm like, yeah, you don't understand. Like, I got to research what these things are, find as much information as I can about them, post them in the right places, set up those accounts, manage those accounts, keep track of, auctions. And it's, a whole lot of shit that comes with it.
At one point, I did have to spend like 8 hours a day posting on eBay, learning.
Right.
But that was a long time ago, and it wasn't very profitable then. But now I know what I only buy: t-shirts,
right,
tools, and like camping equipment. Because I know those things. I buy bikes too, but I only buy shit that I really know that I could just look at and be like, okay, that's a $70 item.
And know
boom,
what it's worth.
And I don't always get that right, but 9 out of 10 times. And I try to not buy shit that I wouldn't mind getting stuck with.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
I collect shit too, so.
No matter what it is, you might end up not selling it and having it. But, if you buy 10 items and you sell 7 of them,
you can keep the other 3 for free, and you did all right.
Make a profit, then you got some treasures or whatever. So you got the clothing brand. I know you got a bunch of brand ambassadors out there. It's Positive, Productive, and Paid Apparel. For anybody that doesn't know, I've been fucking with it heavy for a long time. You're also doing shirts for other people. Like the Just Bling shirts you did for me turned out excellent, and you can get those now by hitting me up or any of the websites we run, Just Bling, Camp Diamond, What I Gather, or directly justbling@gmail.com. But either way, how's the t-shirt game treating you, man? Like,
well, that's the thing about it is it's not really t-shirts. Like, Triple P, Positive, Productive, Paid Apparel and Promotions is a full service social media service. Like, we offer video shoots, we offer photography, graphic design, social media marketing, social media help, content creation. It was a full line. I just put out t-shirts with our little brand logo on it, and that happens to be our best selling item.
Yeah,
don't know how that happened.
That's just what I led into with, because that's my most recent purchase from you. I've also had you do music videos for me in the past and shit.
Oh, that's very true. You of all people should know
great.
that I do music videos.
I was just leading in with the most recent thing. I didn't mean to be like, corner you to just t-shirt guy. My bad.
No, I feel, but I mean, I'm a t-shirt expert. That's something I've been doing since I was like in high school. I've always liked t-shirts.
Yeah.
I'm a t-shirt connoisseur. I know a lot about t-shirts.
Yeah. I go to you with all my questions about it. So what else is going on with you, man?
Man, between work, the dog, my bike, family, I'm just a regular old person, man. Cha-Ching's doing alright. Grumpy, he's getting old. Big dog.
The dog's awesome. Grandma and them doing good. Is the light pole in the front yard still holding strong?
Oh yeah, that's still good. I mean, still need that fucking ceiling fan put in though.
Oh, I got you. Just let me know.
2 of them now.
We just got to link schedules, man. It's so hard.
Yeah, because I'm only free like 3 or 4 hours a day. And they're always in the awkwardest times of the day.
In theory, I'm free all day, but I sit down the night before and write down everything I'm going to get accomplished the next day. And then I wake up and put on my boots. And then even if I don't have nothing, I'll sit here and put on my boots and write down everything I'm getting done that day. And it helps me focus, and crossing shit off my list kind of like, I'm like, yeah, cross that off that list. I feel good.
I feel you on that. I got like 5 dry erase boards, man. I got to check that shit off.
Yeah.
Putting that line through that shit when a goal is finished is so like fulfilling, though.
Yeah, man.
Like the best feeling in the world.
Best feeling ever. Get them goosebumps. Sometimes I'll be making my list and I'll write down frivolous shit. They're like, I know I could do effortlessly and I'm not gonna forget about, but I'll still like, fucking take your dishes upstairs or something, and I'll be like, yeah, cross that off.
I mean, if I ain't got nothing put on the list, I'm gonna put stand up, sit down,
that's what I'm saying.
Open the door, something.
Regardless of what's happening, things are getting crossed off lists.
We're making a forward motion.
Yeah, we're cross them out and put a check. It's the new cross them out and put a K remix we're gonna do.
Because you can't get out of the habit of accomplishing shit. It don't matter what you accomplish, you gotta accomplish something.
I found recently, man, that my main thing is putting on my boots. When I wake up, if I don't put on my boots, I won't do shit, or I won't feel like doing shit anyway. But if I put on my boots, I'm like, the motivation to later get some shit done and be able to take my boots off is incentive to get up and do shit and start making moves, first thing in the morning.
No, I feel you, but I got an alarm set for like 4:44 in the morning. I try to wake up early as hell. I try to be up and out of bed by 5 o'clock in the morning. And the easiest thing for me to motivate me doing that is I got it set up to where I sell t-shirts and eBay and all this shit online. And I wake up to more money than I had when I went to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's like when you check your phone and the first notifications you do, because I turn off that Facebook and all that bullshit on giving me notifications. Yeah. Only the apps that bring me money have active notifications.
Have power to tell you some shit.
The only notifications on my phone that I have, I don't even have the text messages and shit turned on. I don't care about that. What I care about, and it's not just the money, it's every time I'm getting money off of my phone, I accomplished something and provided somebody with the service. So it's not the money, it's the fact that I accomplished something.
Yeah.
And then I get to all the distractions later. Because a lot of my text messages too, I turn them notifications off. Because a lot of them are money too, but they're distractions. They're not the best money.
Or they're potential money.
Yeah, they're potential money, but it's also a potential distraction.
Right.
Whereas at eBay, that might not always be a sale. That might not always be like money necessarily. It could be somebody asking a question and they don't buy shit. That could be, but that's not a distraction. That's I'm educating the consumer.
Yeah, that's a part of doing business.
Yeah, and that's what separates me from most eBay sellers. Is I don't care about making the money. I care about delivering, making sure they get a good product at a good price.
Staying interactive with people you're
Yeah.
doing business with. That's the move, man.
And I'd rather make 17 cents off of an item and get positive feedback than make $7 and get neutral feedback.
So like before I lay down at night, I just put my shit on silent. You know, usually I'm listening to a podcast, so nothing else comes in unless it's a phone call. But even then, like, I need to do like you and fine tune my notifications, because I get notifications about these two people who are arguing about this over here, or somebody posted a refrigerator near you, and I get the dumbest shit notifications ever, and it is distracting. It gets in the way sometimes.
All right, well, that's a funny subject, because I want to bring this up while we're talking about social media. All right, when I see two people arguing on social media, I'd seen it the other day, my stick girl, yesterday. This morning, yesterday, this shit's still going on Facebook now.
He said yesterday, today, it's still happening.
I mean, I guarantee I get on Facebook right now, there's still people. She posted some shit about, like, your baby mama ain't balling off $400 a month child support, and the cost to raise a child is like $1,000. And I felt like, I agree. I mean, that's a touchy subject. I'm not gonna speak about it. I don't got kids.
I was about to say,
but there's a bajillion people commenting up there.
I've got
so
about
I went
7
up there.
different opinions based off of just what you said.
Me too.
Different.
And they're all different, because all baby mamas is different, and all baby daddies is different, and all children.
Situations are different.
I'm not one to talk about that, because A, I ain't got no kids. B, I don't care. C, there's too many variables in there. But my point is, they was all going back and forth with some comments.
Right.
So you know me. You know I commented up there with the link to my website. And had more than one person buy a shirt off of it. Nobody else up there was making no money. I ain't got no opinion on the whole subject, except for I do support all the single parents up there trying their hardest. I support that subject. But I don't care about making nobody feel bad about the whole shit. But I copied, and I even told the girls whose status it was, I was like, please forgive me, but I'm doing this because I'm a hustler. And I sold some shirts, so you might say I sold my soul, or that's evil. I just care about money, but I know how to market myself.
I would say that you capitalized off of someone else's drama.
I know how to pull my resources.
And I was about to say, out of everybody, the people reading it, the people posting it, they walked away with nothing. And you walked away with a couple sales.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're gonna say I just got on that girl's status just to sell a shirt, you really don't know the details and the situation. And
you're also promoting a product that's positive, productive, and paid. If it was like hateful Facebook message t-shirts, get them here, it would be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I was out there selling like fuck your baby mama t-shirts something.
Yeah, fuck your baby mama
that
t-shirts.
That probably would be a profitable shirt, but that's not me. I can't promote that message. Yeah, but
that's a little bit of a grimier approach.
Because a lot of people don't like their baby mama, so that would be a great shirt to sell, but I'm spreading a positive message. It just happens to sell a lot, if that makes any sense. I was doing this shit when it wasn't profitable, and I'm going to continue to do it if it stops being profitable. But now that I do got everybody's attention, I'm going to go a little harder, because I want to spread positivity.
Right.
And everyone, no matter what you do, you should be positive, productive, and paid.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps in manifesting your own reality, because if you're negative, you're going to have probably not as good a time in general in all aspects.
Yeah, and I mean, just if you're going to be positive, it's not saying that you're going to have this perfect life. It's just saying that, okay, if I was to spill that drink on me right now, I'm not going to let that ruin my whole mood. I'm going to just be like, okay, damn, I spilled the drink. But boom, okay, now I'm a little wet. But I'm not going to let that affect me the whole day. I'm not going to be like, damn, this is boring because I got a wet pants or whatever the scenario may be. You got to enjoy the rain.
There's always a lighter side, man. So I'm not going to sit here in front. 90% of the time, I try to keep that mentality as well. But my problem is when it's a whole lot of little, I spilled the drink on my shirts, but they all happen consecutively, and I try so hard to not let it dull my shine, but it'll be one petty irritant after another, and after a while, man, that shit'll weigh heavy on your heart and body. And sometimes I'm still well, tomorrow will be better, but then sometimes I'm I'm about ready to fucking do some wild shit. I'm over it.
Alright, well, I feel two types of ways about this, really. But the main way I feel is if you do something and it goes wrong, and you do something else and it goes wrong, and you do something else that goes wrong, there's no way you could really be thinking positive. That is the universe, guys, somebody saying, yo, stop. refocus your train of thought. You're doing this shit totally wrong. That you're not going in the right direction.
Yeah, I was about to say,
And
sometimes when it's like that, you almost gotta, I'm like, I gotta go take a nap.
You gotta do something. You gotta
shut her
switch.
down for today.
Yeah, you gotta start over, because I'm a firm believer you might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day. That's why I put my bed against the wall, so there's only one side of it I can get off, because I'm not fixing to get up and on the wrong side of the bed ever. I'm having a good day every day, and I could wake up and get shot in the face, and if that shit didn't kill me, I'm still gonna be optimistic about having a good day.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm about to be in the hospital. Some of them doctors fixing to be hot. Some of them nurses fixing to be hot. Something about that situation is going to be cool. Somebody going to buy a shirt. Something's going to happen. That bad shit didn't happen for some equally good shit to happen.
You're like, now I can put out the me shot in the face shirts.
Yeah, or like, hey, I got shot in the face. What could go bad after this? Like, the whole rest of the day going to be gravy.
Yeah, and I think that some people that don't go the negative route, man, and have had really fucked up shit happen to them, like, they tend to be happier because they appreciate it more, because they're like, yeah, at least it's not like that one time in my life that was hell, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it might be, alright, because a lot of people are like, I got a lot of attention right now, my brand's doing good, I got jobs, everything's coming together. But that's not what I enjoy. I enjoy the rain, you know, I enjoy the bad times, I enjoy the struggle.
Being in the trenches.
But there's a saying, something like, if you do all a hard life gives you, or if you handle all the hard shit in life, you got an easy life. But if you do want an easy life, you had the most difficult time around.
Yeah.
And that's like, I got this new shirt coming out. It's still just an idea, but it says, do all the hard shit, or get the hard shit done so we can have fun.
Yeah.
And that's my saying, is like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, all right, what the fuck do I got to do today? Like, what is the most bullshit I got to do? The one thing I don't want to do. Some days it's washing my dog, because that's a hell of a challenge. Me and him almost the same size, and he got a bunch of teeth. He could eat me. Like, I can't do that to him. Yeah. So it's a challenge to wash my dog. He doesn't like water. So if that's one of the things I got to do, I'm doing that first.
Yeah.
Because ain't nothing going to be that difficult for the whole rest of the day. So I got the hard shit done.
It's all downhill from here.
All downhill. And a lot of people try to avoid doing the hard shit, and they had the hardest time around this shit. And
then by the time they get through all the easy shit, all they have is the hard shit, and it sucks.
And them same people be the ones that be like, oh my God, Kyle got it so easy. He just gets to go out late at night, hang out with them hoes, do all that dumb shit late at night, go ride his bike.
But it's because you were up at 5 a.m. doing the hard shit first.
Yeah, so if you see me enjoying myself in the middle of the night, you should be more worried, when the fuck does he sleep?
Yeah.
Not why the fuck is he so lucky? You feel me? Like,
I feel you. I got up this morning and did the dishes and the laundry and cut the grass immediately, because I knew that was the most bullshit I had to do today.
I mean, like, I woke up on a Saturday. This is my day off. The first time I've had a day off in a long time. I woke up and posted like 30-some items for sale on eBay.
Yeah.
At 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday on my day off. I could have slept in. I mean, I could have done so much. I could have woke up, had a fun day. But that's not going to help me. And I still I'm having fun right now. It's not like I'm having a miserable, working myself to death. I just know what I want.
Yeah.
I want to be in the 2% club. I want to be a billionaire. That's something I've always wanted in my life. I want to be a billionaire. A billionaire, not a millionaire. That's an average goal. Man, you could get a trade, become an electrician or something like that. Save money for 20 years. You a millionaire guaranteed.
Yeah.
Save 15% of all your money. Just go get your regular trade for 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
you're a millionaire.
Billions.
But I want billions. You know, I'm extraordinary, not extraordinary.
I hear you, man.
But it might not happen. You know, I could die of this bitch tomorrow and I didn't accomplish no billions. Like right now, I'm I'm just a 5-figure person.
I'm like a 10 heir.
No,
At this moment.
I'm trying to buy a house, though. I do got a little bit of money in the savings account, but
I got a couple irons and a couple fires, but right now I'm doing the best I can. We got wood burning shit. We got Camp Diamond Studios recording people. We're doing podcasts, doing some little side hustles here and there.
But I also started selling on eBay in 2013 officially, and I started Positive, Productive, and Paid in 2014. So I've been at it for quite a long time.
You got the same eBay account you started with?
No, I do not. I had to restart in 2013, as I originally started when I was about 15 or 16 years old. But they had a little less restrictions on the information associated with a PayPal account. So once I turned of age and really started getting some real money on eBay, I had to cross over and get a real, to have my name attached to it.
A grown-up account, too legit to quit.
Yeah, one that could actually get money put into a bank account and shit.
What's your feedback rating?
Man, it's at 100% for most of the time. Right now it's 98.9.
Okay.
Because I sold this dude a set of wrenches, and he said one of them didn't work.
I've only used eBay like twice, but I've heard that matters. That's why I figured it was a good question.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good question because, like, at where my rating is right now, if I was to buy something, I only buy shit from people with 100%.
Yeah.
But I do say if they're like between 98 and 94, I'll go read their feedback. Yeah. Because, like, on my shit, the dude left me a bad comment because one of the wrenches didn't work. I don't know if you're familiar with wrenches, but
it didn't wrench.
Like, I don't know how it didn't work, but these were like had a warranty on them, so even if it was broken,
maybe
somehow,
he was too dumb to use a wrench.
You know what I'm saying?
This
like,
wrench don't wrench. What?
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
How can you type that right now? You're not smart enough to use a wrench.
How did you buy this on eBay? How did you enter your fun credit card info?
Yeah.
And why did eBay allow that? When I was just like, yo, he didn't even message me to return this shit.
Huh.
I was like, dude, you take this down, I'll give you your money back. And he didn't do shit. I was like, this guy's just an asshole.
Yeah, he sounds just like an asshole. But you're probably going to get those, I guess. Especially if you're in the game for as long as you are and do that many transactions. Just law of averages, I suppose.
Yeah, because I mean, I really, for as long as I've been doing it, I don't have that many transactions. But you can't force people to leave you feedback.
Yeah.
Like, you can ask them to, and now I sell car parts, tools, camping shit. Those are like the people that buy shit and use it. They don't get back on the internet to leave a review. They're like,
thanks, I'm going to use this now.
They get on there when they need it, buy some shit, and then they get back on there when they need some new shit.
That's me. Like, I don't really leave
feedback. That could be my karma for not leaving feedback too.
And I was thinking about it, man. I've never really left that many reviews about places, but the times I have, it's been through exceptionally bad service, and my inner Karen was like, nah, I can't do anything else about it. I can't beat all y'all's ass. I'm going to at least leave a bad Google review.
But see, man, I'm the type that I'll flip out an establishment and leave a bad Google review with my real name on it so they know exactly who did it.
Well, we flipped out as well. So, like, this one time, me and my boy were out of town doing some work, doing the conduit for these Lidl grocery stores up in Richmond, and they would put us up in hotels. And we get into this hotel room one night, and everything's clean, and we open the cabinet, and there's just, like, lube and needles. And we're like, what? So we called the front desk, and we're like, hey, man, there's lube and needles in here. I don't know what room this is, but we did not order this. And it took them, like, over an hour to come up there and get the lube and needles out of our room. So yeah, like, I flipped out, left a bad comment, and they comped our room for the night or something. Or they gave us a new room and it was free or some shit.
But see, I've also found, like, because we were talking about sources of income earlier. You know, that's another thing I do for profit. I mean, I don't even know. It's not like they don't pay me for it, but I do Google reviews a lot because I like to go out to eat. So when I go out to a restaurant out of town, wherever I'm at, I'm gonna leave an honest review. I don't go in there. I'm not a Karen, you know. Right. I run a business too. I'm gonna give them a break.
Yeah.
But I leave honest feedback because I want to help the community on the reviews. But a lot of these places, when I leave good feedback, they'll reach out to me and give me a gift card.
That's tight.
So it's like, I don't do that to get the gift card, but they'll give me a gift card because just like you, everybody knows people get up there and say negative shit all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, especially restaurants, man. Like, I worked at Cracker Barrel for fucking like 8 years.
They deserve negative reviews.
Well, it's crazy because, you know, the one I worked at, everybody was held to a real high standard, and I prided myself on that actually, because it was a good job. I liked it. You know, whatever. I did every position in that bitch except for cashier, and it was cool. So it's like when I go to a restaurant, I already know what it is and what the people are going through. So it's very rare I'll be mad at a restaurant or like specifically wait staff, because I've been wait staff and that shit is garbage. It's not a garbage profession. It's a great profession. I was just garbage at it, and my nerves aren't built for that shit.
Yeah, customers treat you like shit. I worked at 7-Eleven. That's not a restaurant, but I also worked at Greater Grinders. Got a very little bit of customer service.
Yeah.
But I sell shit, so I deal with unhappy people all the time, because most of the time when you're buying some shit, you really don't want to be spending your money.
True.
But people really treat people like shit in a professional... I mean, that's the issue in this country more than I think racism is. But I don't know if that's a conversation we're really ready to have.
Either way, it's a problem.
But I feel like the way you treat your waiter says more about you than the way... Like, racism an issue, but it's really fucked up how some of y'all be treating waitresses and waiters and cashiers at the gas station.
Yeah, man, and most of them are like kids, and they don't,
Yeah.
Even if they do make a mistake or aren't to your liking, like, they're just fucking kids, for real.
I know I wished, when I worked at 7-Eleven, I wished every fucking day somebody would talk to me like that. Because I didn't need a job. I'd have came across the counter and we'd have solved that issue right then and there.
Well, it's funny because the same type of people that will, want to hurt somebody's feelings that doesn't have anything to do with their problem are the same type of people that'll only go for the people that they could feel like at least won't say anything back, But I rarely ever got anybody bucking on me like that because I probably just have a look on my face or reciprocate in conversation like, yeah, we're not doing this.
And I should also mention, because I said that I quit 7-Eleven for getting attacked by a group of little girls that got caught shoplifting earlier in the day, and they started throwing shit at me, and I was just mad that they threw shit at me because I ain't even catch them shoplifting. Wouldn't even cared. I'd have bought them the damn nachos. I ain't petty.
So, on a less serious note, I've got this thing like I read, I saw it in a post or a blog or something, and they were saying like the shopping cart conundrum is like the ultimate like litmus test for what kind of person you are, because they say character is like what you do when nobody's looking, and it's like I always put my shopping cart back when I'm done, even if it's far away and I gotta push it back. But like some people don't. Some people just leave the shit.
I got mixed feelings about this.
So where are you on the shopping cart conundrum?
Now, I feel it's unsafe for like an old lady or a young female to return that shopping cart in the middle of the night. I think they should leave it right there next to their car. Personally, I think there should be a space in front of the parking spot for them to leave it, because I don't think they should be walking across like that's dangerous. Now, I understand what you're saying too.
That makes sense.
But like as far as me, I'm gonna walk the cart to the little jank no matter what. But I carry a gun on me, and
so yeah.
But that's a different story. But I also feel like Walmart and stuff like that got enough money. They should be paying somebody. They do pay somebody to collect them shopping carts.
Yeah.
It's a dumb idea. They should have somebody out there collecting them carts at all times. There shouldn't be our job to put them back. They make enough money that they should have somebody there. But that's a different conversation, and I don't like corporate stores like Walmart. I don't support them.
Situation dictates as well, because like.
But I feel like if you're gonna make it morally obligated to return the shopping cart to the little return thingy, you should also morally obligate that you really wouldn't want your mom, your grandma doing that 9-10 o'clock at night in Walmart parking lot. Because potentially they could get robbed for their car keys or their purse.
So you might be changing my fucking mind a little bit. I got two things to say. One, like you said, why don't when they design parking lots, they put a space in between them to return your shopping cart right in front of your parking space, and then have it set up, if you face them all one way, the shopping cart boy can come down that line and just click them all together straight up the line. And
believe it or not, in some countries that ain't stupid like America, they really do that. That's where I got the genius idea from, because I'm no genius.
See,
I just heard of I was like, hey, that's a fucking great idea.
And
but there's a lot of European
can just
countries.
Walk to the end of that line every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Clink, 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 all the way up back to the store.
Or if a store like Walmart got enough money, they could do a conveyor belt system, and it would be just like a theme park.
Yeah, true. And then the other thing I was going to say is I was saying I always return my shopping cart, but you were saying we're not necessarily morally obligated. So it's like I fucking hate self-checkout. And I hate it when I'm at the store and there's like one aisle open and then they got 10 self-checkout aisles open and I'm waiting in line and they're like, oh, you can use the self-checkout over here. And I'm like, look, I get to the store, I put all the groceries in the basket. If I do that, I'm taking all the groceries out of the basket again and putting them back in the basket again and then coming home and unloading them again. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't fucking work here. Ring my shit up and put it in my basket.
Alright.
It's part of your job.
Well, I feel different about this. Cause I want something done right, I'm gonna do it myself. I don't think you ever been to Walmart and you just had a cashier that just didn't care and they didn't have one of them self-checkouts that was open and then you're like, okay, I can ring this shit up better myself. To avoid that situation right there, I always go to the self-checkout, and I probably shouldn't say this because it's being recorded, but if I forget to ring something up, I don't put no effort into ringing it up again.
Because you don't fucking work there.
I don't fucking work there. I don't want no... If you're working a cashier position, you're probably making minimum wage. And I get my time's kind of important. I don't want nobody with a minimum wage mentality holding me up when I could check out myself. But I also would prefer to pay more and buy it online and just get it shipped to the house so that way I ain't got to stop what I'm doing to go buy no damn shit anyway.
I'm not that hip yet. I need to get my groceries picked up, but then like you said, it's somebody else handling all your shit, loading it all however they want. I'm even considerate to the point where I put my groceries on the conveyor belt. I put them on like heaviest shit first. Cases of drinks, big gallons of juice, big like cans of stuff, and then so that when I unload it into the cart, the heaviest shit's on the bottom.
Yeah, but minimum wage gives you minimum effort, and you can't account on that person that's ringing your shit up to be skilled, or they would be working a job that paid them for skills.
Right.
So I mean, that's a whole different store. Like if you come shop with my brand, and you have a customer service issue, and you ask a question on my website, you'll get top-notch customer service. But it's because there's 3 of us in the brand that have access to the website.
That's the same with DUI.
And I will fire any of the other 2 people if they do not deliver that level of customer service. Because that's what we're really about, is customer service. We don't give a shit about making no money. And I feel like Walmart makes enough money that they could afford to step up their customer service. And I feel like their customer service just doesn't care because they don't get paid enough to care. And I'm not mad at Walmart's employees, but I'm also not mad at Walmart because I'm a stockholder in Walmart. They got a great thing going. They know how to make money. They can hold my money and make me money.
Well, that's business brain versus moral brain.
But I don't.
Have 2 different
sectors
going on.
I don't agree with Walmart.
It's okay to not agree with Walmart and still make money off of Walmart because this is America, I suppose.
I mean, in a sense, I bought the stock in Walmart before I didn't like Walmart. And it's not that I don't like Walmart. I just think, like most things, they could improve. But I think they've reached a level of success a long time ago that they could be doing things to help the community and better the shopping experience. Because I've had friends that went over to Japan and places like that, where if you go to a store there, it's less people that can go into the store at one time, but you don't have to physically pay when you go to the store. There's no cashier. You just load your shit up, and it automatically scans what you leave that store with. So there's no way to shoplift.
Huh.
Even if whether you put it in your pocket or you put it in the bag, when you walk through the scanner to get to the jank, it's like a vending machine when you walk through the little metal detector thing.
Right.
But there's no way to shoplift.
Huh.
And I feel like Walmart would be cheaper if they could deal with the shoplifting part. And that's why I buy my shit online, because it usually is cheaper to buy it online.
Is everybody tagged over there or something? Like, I know in China they got facial recognition that do all that.
Well, it's not all.
Scans your face and it pays and takes off out of your credits.
Yeah, I'm not over there. I haven't experienced it. But you'd have to talk to somebody that was over there and is an expert on it. But I believe that they have some type of identification. I don't know if they got it like, because I do know what I can speak on.
Right.
I worked at Busch Gardens, and they got an employee store in there. And now they only let one person in at a time. But again, you go in there, you scan your badge to get in.
Right.
And then you go pick up whatever you want. You don't never scan the individual items when you get to the end. You just pick up what you want, and then you scan your badge when you leave there, and it automatically comes out your paycheck.
Crazy. That's nuts. They got all kinds of autonomous, like, fucking systems going down.
I mean, Busch Gardens is a weird place, the way they do things. I mean, they watch their employees a lot.
Well, I know, like,
and it's not a bad thing.
There's, like, high-end festivals, you know, that give you, like, a high-tech wristband, and you load all your money on this wristband, and through the festival, you just scan your wristband or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's... I think they
a lot of cruise ships are like that, too.
Yeah, like, I feel like all that is coming soon. Like, we've already got the Samsung, Google Pay, or you just touch your phone to the kiosk or whatever.
Yeah, like, people look at me funny all the time when I'm like, yo, I don't accept cash for these shirts. You're not coming to my house and buying one in cash. Like,
yeah, this is a store.
The only thing that I think in 2020, that the only reason cash is still around is because people buy drugs.
I mean,
what else can you not buy digitally drugs are the only thing that you have to buy in cash.
Yeah, I suppose
and
so.
Some dumbass drug dealers will take fucking digital currency, but we're not talking about them.
They will.
We're not talking about the middlemen. We're talking about the actual.
What are you supposed to do like Cash App strippers?
Yeah, definitely. You ain't been to the strip club lately. I don't see why they're throwing money since
I've been to a strip club maybe once. I just personally don't go to a strip club.
But I know the strip clubs just recently opened back up.
Okay.
So they're probably throwing money again. But during this quarantine, this little website called OnlyFans, you do not throw physical money. You throw digital.
Yeah.
These strippers are out here taking digital currency.
I mean,
and most of the strippers have OnlyFans and ways to make money digitally.
I feel like,
but it's only the 40 to 50-year-olds that are still throwing in cash, in my opinion.
I was about to say.
Or the drug dealers that have cash. That what else are you going to do with? Throw it at a hot girl.
My only thing of never going to a strip club is because I've always been like, I feel like that's an old man's game. Like, I could just talk to, if I wanted to be entertained by a female, I could just court or date a female.
No, I mean, if you're looking for a conversation and you got a little money to throw, go to a strip club, because nobody talks more than a stripper. When you're in there and you throwing a little bit of money, that girl should be dancing, but she will be talking your head off.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I already know a bunch of girls that just be half naked and be talking a lot, so I'm just like, yeah. But I feel like part of the allure of going to a strip club for older dudes is like, look how much money I'm throwing, like, peep the bravado, like, yeah, I got it like that. And if you take that out of the equation, like, does that affect them wanting to go?
Well, like me, I like them old dudes that throw a lot of money. But, you know, they call me friend zone sweet in some scenarios. And I'm friend zone with a lot of strippers. Okay. And a lot of these girls will give me money. Not give it to me, but they will let me hold their money to throw it at them to outthrow a dude that you just described. So he's throwing all of his money to impress her, thinking he got more money than me, not realizing that I'm throwing her money at him.
The bait and switch.
Yeah.
It's like the old 3-card Monty.
And strip clubs got really good food. We should really mention that too.
Yeah, you've mentioned some lemon pepper wings at one of them somewhere.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you the location on that one because they don't.
Either way, I'm trying to go. Like, I've heard you mention it to the point, like I said,
But the lemon pepper wings place, they didn't survive through the quarantine. They were closed. But
like, I will go anywhere for some good wings.
I'm looking into buying the spot with the lemon pepper wings.
That would be hot.
I will have that spot eventually.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have to talk some business at some strip club with some fire wings.
But strip clubs are a great place. You know what I mean? They got good food. It's a great... You don't got to be in there throwing tons and tons of money. But there are lame old dudes that do go in there and throw lots and lots of money.
Like, I would go in there and be respectful, but, just trust me, like, I don't know. I have no interest in the females.
But I'm also the type that... I'm also the type that would leave with the strippers, too, though.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying that in like in a sexual way. I'm just saying I'm gonna make sure like they leave. We're gonna go smoke a blunt afterwards, go chill like they're the home dudes or whatever.
That's all I mean.
I'm not
by it, too.
in there.
I'm not the guy that's in there like awesome vagina. Yeah.
Yeah, like nah.
Fuck all that.
I know where the brothels are at for those moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those women are usually cheaper.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like we could easily go do that.
Yeah, like you could generally get a hooker for way cheaper than you can go to a strip club. But I probably shouldn't know all these things, but I'm a businessman, you know.
It's important to know a lot of things.
I know most any business route you could possibly think because I had to make sure that it wasn't for me. And the best way to figure out something isn't for you is to try it.
Speaking of which, I just found this bottle of liquor, and I don't know if it's top shelf or bottom shelf.
What's the name of it?
House of Stewart blended Scotch whiskey, but the way to find out if something's good enough for you or not is to try it, like you just said, right?
Well, I can tell you that
off of one smell, I can tell you it is not high shelf.
I can tell you by the bottle it's not high shelf.
Yeah.
I'm a whiskey connoisseur in my younger days.
I mean, yeah, I like me some whiskeys, and I ain't never seen this, so it's probably some.
It could go either way though.
Probably some terrible.
Stewart usually has a good, strong name to it.
Stewart.
But it could have been fucking Rat, like it was Stuart Little. You were right.
Little.
And he did snitch in that movie. Don't forget that. It's I called him a rat willingly.
He snitched?
Yeah, he snitched.
Who did he snitch on?
On the little boy.
For what?
Or did the little boy rat on Stuart when he ran away? Which one ran away?
I think Stuart ran away to find his family or something.
Oh yeah, the little mouse ran away in the little car. Alright, so the little boy ratted on Stuart. I was wrong about that.
So he ratted on the rat. Damn it, man.
But I never watched that movie too seriously.
The whiskey was not good. Happy 4th of July for whatever that means.
Oh, I mean, it means...
I forgot.
It means something to me, man. I appreciate my freedom. You ain't gonna hear me talk bad. I mean, I'll talk bad about the government, but...
That's what I said, for whatever it means to you.
I do feel like we have this is the land of the opportunity. I have people that own the gas station on the end of my street. They came here from a foreign country. They own a bunch of gas stations. Man, this shit is the land of the opportunity.
I feel you.
Chinese people, they come here, start up Chinese restaurants, other businesses, land of the opportunity.
Yeah, our people.
The only people that be complaining about having no opportunity in America are born here.
That's true.
And they're born in the land of the opportunity. And I'm no billionaire, you know, and I've never had a silver spoon, you could say, you know, I've had a...
No, but out of any country, I feel like you could have nothing and then pull off some miraculous, crazy shit. This is it.
Yeah, in Mexico, they're like, there's no American leaving America, going through no rivers, mountains, risking going to jail, getting killed, just to go to work for a job that these Americans won't even go work and they live here.
Yeah.
So, no one will ever convince me that we're not the freest country that I've been in, you know.
Yeah,
we might not. Canada might be better. New Zealand might be better. There might be some shit better than us, as far as what you can do. But
they also don't have all the blended culture that we have, and all the cool shit,
and all the billionaires, and the strip clubs, and the freedom, and the guns, and the money.
Yeah, they ain't got none of that. They might have a better system altogether.
You could go like to Mexican restaurants here. You could go to Italian restaurants. You can go to all types of restaurants with seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's so much good shit in America that there's bad shit. And I'm not going to say that, like, I do think that this would be a great time to say fuck the police. But I'm not going to say we need to defund them either. I'm just saying, because I got some homeboys that get the police called on them all the time. And I'm kind of glad the police there to deal with them, because I wouldn't want to deal with that shit. For good
reason, maybe?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure if you know me, you know the situation, you probably know who the hell I'm talking about. But I'm not gonna mention no names because that's not in my DNA. But they got one homeboy that be going crazy. I mean, he went viral on some shit he broke into.
Oh yeah.
The activity went viral, and he ain't do it for no like righteous cause. They ain't do it for no profit. He did it for nothing. But people like him with the mental illnesses, and I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of his situation. I'm just saying, because it's a serious situation. But I'm saying shit like that is we need the police, because I ain't trying to deal with it. And I don't think it's right to just go out there and kill him either. Just because he act like a fool. They shouldn't just kill him.
We need some form of police.
But he was arrested peacefully and taken and gotten the help he needed. And hopefully he's doing good.
But we need these motherfuckers to...
But people is acting crazy. And
to get their shit together.
We need to educate the police in that same sense. We need to reform them, and
I don't want people to be able to be cops unless they're badass and ready to fist fight.
Like you're straight out the military, you could take on like a group of 10 people and have them all detained
with
like
pussy ass cops to get scared and just want to start shooting people. Fuck that.
Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck the police. Fuck those cops.
Yeah, for sure.
My neighbor's a cop. He's a pretty cool dude.
Like, I want MMA fighters and veterans and badasses that ain't scared of somebody, Yeah,
as long as you ain't got no ego problem, they should have mental health evaluation. Man, they
drug tests, all that shit.
I'm talking like monthly mental health evaluations, drug tests all the time. And I'm sick and tired of these double-sided cops. They're cops and criminals.
Yeah. I know many of them.
Most of the cops I know are crooked.
Yeah, and that's the saddest thing. And it all needs to be reformed somehow.
But in that same sentence, we should also mention that none of that shit would prevent you from being successful in this country. That's another thing I like about it is, we got that political bullshit over here in left field, but you could also play the game and run the bases and not be bothered by what's going on in the outfield. But you need to not ignore what's going on in the outfield, and we need to get the outfield situation taken care of. But in the same sense, you can climb up the success ladder and use those resources and platform to bring light to what you're seeing at the bottom.
It's all on how you play the game, I suppose.
But that's the biggest problem I see in the culture of America, is everybody want to climb up the success ladder, but they never want to go back down and build up the whole neighborhood.
Right, yeah, they're not putting anything back.
And I'm not saying that they should either, because you earn your money, you earn your piece of the pie. Split that shit how you want to split it. But if the whole world swept their porch and quit worrying about other people sweeping theirs, the shit would be a better place.
I feel like it's less about putting back towards the location. You're not obligated to put back towards where you came from. But I would say that, you're not even obligated. It's America. You can keep your shit. But, people, if you had a group of people that helped you get to a spot and then you don't put back towards them, if they sacrifice for you, then you're a piece of shit for that. Not that you're obligated to, but I feel like you should.
And I feel you.
But not necessarily like my neighborhood. Fuck my neighbors. They ain't never helped me. And maybe back in the day it was different. And a lot of people have tighter group neighborhoods.
And I don't mean my neighborhood per se either. Everybody knows I'm an active member in the skate park BMX community in this area. Yeah. Have been for a long time. And when I wasn't a popular, successful business t-shirt selling dude, when I was just some goofy ass little kid riding a BMX bike having a fun time.
Yeah.
Those people were there for me and supported me and had fun, even if it was just that was a cool trick at the skate park type of encouragement, or gave me a bottle of water while I was at the skate park in the heat. Yeah. That's the people you need to get back to, not the people that are on TV popular, and you need to give back to the communities that you were a part of before you were successful. Because at one point everybody was not established. So you need to keep in mind where you were at before you were on your own 2 feet. And the other day I seen somebody had a flat tire at the skate park. I was leaving the skate park on the bike.
Right.
And without a question in my mind, the dude was I was like, if you got some tools, I'll give you the inner tube out of my bike tire, because you staying here. I'm leaving.
I can pick one
That's up. How. Yeah, I gotta pass the store on the way. It ain't $4 or $5. Who gives a shit? I don't care if it was $10, $20.
That's love.
I gave it to him without a question in my mind, and I don't know him. I do know him, but it didn't. I wasn't looking to get anything out of that. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm one of those people that, okay, I gave you that $5. You need to shout me out on Instagram, or you need to give me my money back. You could cash out. Oh, you don't got the money to buy the inner tube. I'm not with all that.
And even though you weren't expecting anything, please believe that one day that dude's gonna remember that. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna come back one way or another.
And then really, I hope that the little kids that were there, because me and him were both older gentlemen. Yeah. But I hope some of them younger kids seen that that's what you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to. I go to the skate park for fun. I don't go there to make money. I go to the skate park to get away from all that shit. But you gotta look out for the people there because somewhere in that skate park is some kid that's in your situation that you were in 15, 20 years ago trying to make it.
Straight up. No, ma'am, I'm recording right now. I'll edit it out.
It's all good.
Fucking. But you're right, man. I mean, and I've had older people help me out when I was coming along, even rapping. Like, some of the older cats looked out for me, and I was like, man, that's awesome. And now I'm kind of the older, cat, and I'm got younger kids asking me about it, and it's, I've showed some of them how to use programs, how to mix their shit, just.
And with the rap realm, rapping is a weird situation for me because I lack talent in the rap realm, but I excelled in that when I did do it. And I'm about to drop some new shit, but I do not take it as a business anymore. I don't take it seriously.
Yeah, I realized long ago that I was doing it for me and for fun, and like.
Which that's cool, but I mean, I did it and got the success. I kind of like, you could say, went up faster than some people that had more talent than me.
Yeah, but where you lack in talent, you're great in promotion and presentation and fucking product
but what I'm getting at by that is I had a lot them old people when I was coming up in the rap game. A lot of people were charging me for beats because I had money and knew how to make money, that weren't charging other people with talent. They weren't treating me fairly.
Right.
They were giving out free music videos to other people. I'm getting charged top dollar because I actually have money, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like that, but that's why I started doing my own music videos, is the people that were ripping me off because I wasn't popular enough, I didn't fit in their social clique or whatever the situation may be.
I've been in a similar situation.
I've given people free music videos. I've put people in positions. I don't charge top dollar for my music videos.
Yeah.
But I never felt like there was people that really helped me climb up the success ladder in rap music. But I felt there was people around me that was taking credit for everything that I was doing on my own.
Yeah.
And that's not taking shots at nobody, because I'm sure there's some people that gonna think I'm talking about some twin brothers. I'm not. I'm talking about the whole music scene in general.
I had a lot of people blocking me and trying to charge me top dollar and charge me pay to play, but then I also had a lot of people that looked out and put me on shit and helped me with shit, and so it was give and take, man. But like, going into it not trying to take myself too seriously was the main key in the longevity that I have. I don't know, I got some shit in the works, but it's all fucking by fun. I'm not pressing myself for nothing. It's all for me.
No, I feel you.
And other people happen to dig it, so I'm like, yep, just playing forever.
And I'ma always rap too, and I shouldn't just bash the whole Hampton Roads community of music like that.
No, you shouldn't.
But most of them, it's like it's a crab in a bucket situation. If you know Hampton Roads music, nobody wants to see anybody climb to the top.
Crabs.
Like, there's crabs in the bucket. They trying to keep everybody at the bottom. But I will mention that one of these guys, that he got a little hosting spot on one of the largest radio shows in the Hampton Roads area as far as morning shows on the radio. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he has helped me more than anybody, and he didn't have to, because he's in such a platform that he knows talent, he knows who can make it. But every time he's put me on an event, I've had the opportunity to make money, and that's why I would suggest that you go donate toys to Stuff the Bus this year. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna mention his name, but
okay,
y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, Stuff and Buses is cool.
He doesn't need me to promote him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need me to promote who he is.
Yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Fucking. Well, shit. I super appreciate you coming through today. It's 4th of July. We're gonna kick it. Might grill up some salmon and hot dogs and steaks and whatever else, kicking it style.
But before we get out of here, I would like the opportunity to ask you some questions.
Oh, shit.
I know this is your show, and I know but I'm a Leo. I like to take charge in the situation. So
move it up.
I got the opportunity to ask questions of my favorite juggalo.
Oh, okay.
And I'm ready for this. Since I found out Whitney Payton won't no juggalo, Just Bling, my favorite juggalo. She don't claim it. She just like me. She's not official. She don't rep this shit.
Well, she comes through and makes money off the shit.
Me too. But I'm not official. I'm not gang. You
right. I mean, no, me either. Quote unquote.
It is not a lifelong commitment to me, and I don't.
Okay.
But I do appreciate the individuality that you offer as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't,
But I mean, I really want to know, like, where Just Bling been at musically. Like, not far as where he been at not putting out no music, but I know you've been where you at musically, like, what you been listening to lately, what you getting ready to put out, where you at in the music realm.
I've been listening to a bunch of, like, old boom bap beats with soul samples chopped and screwed all up in them, man. For real. I've tried to get into some of that, dark, new trap shit with the triplets where you gotta be like sibbity bibbity fibbity fib dibbity dibbity duh.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But I can't vibe with it. So I've just been taking it back to some heavy 808 bass ass, like New York kind of style boom bap shit. I like a lot of shit with, like I said, like screwed up soul samples, all high pitched and stuff. And then I've been listening to a lot of chopped and screwed, like Houston ass, like old 3-6 Mafia and like DJ Screw shit mixtapes. And that's kind of, I'm searching for beats. I'm hunting for beats. I don't want anything that's not exclusive because I want to put the project out. You know what I mean? So I've got a couple producers in mind, but really I've lost a lot of my contacts, and some of the people that were doing my beats before are in jail or have moved away, and it's hard to link up with them. So, like, a little bit of all of that mixed together.
No, I feel you. But as far as beats go, man, I heard Kevin Gates say in an interview the other day, and he got songs that are on the radio, so I know his shit can be sold on iTunes. But he said to go on soundclick.com and get your shit, because that's where he be getting his from. And you can go up there, you ain't got to worry about nobody with no local image, no industry image. You go up there, they give them like $50 to $100 per the beat, and it's yours. You own it. You ain't got to deal with it. You got the paperwork.
Okay.
No headache.
Well, I mean, there's some great local producers that'll give me a similar deal, I feel like, but I just don't have the contact, and if it's all right there on the internet, I might as well do that. But I'd almost...
And you can listen to a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's the thing, is being like, hey man, can I hear some of your beats? Oh, you don't have a page you're selling them on. Oh, can you send me some snippets? And they're like, sure, it's gonna have my timestamp all in it every 5 seconds, and
No, I mean,
you got to make your decision off of a 30-second little snippet, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing all this. Fuck all this.
I mean, it's the internet, so you got a certain learning curve to figure out who you're gonna have to go through the learning curve of finding a good producer up there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to positive product. Nah, that's a Sully beat. But some of my hits I've got off of there. Some of my good beats.
Okay.
Like, I've found great deals. A lot of, because you know me, I don't just I don't do music for myself right now.
Yeah.
But I'm like a A&R for people. I find beats, link them up with videos and shit.
Yeah.
I buy beats and resell them off of there.
Oh.
You know, that's another thing I do.
That's a middleman and...
Yeah.
Okay, crazy.
But I generally buy them for like somebody, then I'll pay to get them to record it on the song, and then I'll put it on iTunes for them.
Okay.
So I pay for it, but I make all the money. Give them what they would want up front.
Gotcha.
But that's just because, even though I don't think highly of the Hampton Roads music area, I do have a lot of contacts, and I make a lot of shit happen for other people.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that if you want to stand out in the Hampton Roads area music, you gotta be a Just Bling, you gotta be a Super Sweet, you gotta be somebody that doesn't play by the rules.
Yeah, you gotta do some old weird shit, man.
Because the shit that they doing really ain't working, and nobody's gonna. But it works for them, but it don't benefit.
When there's 100 other of them's right there in a lineup to choose from.
But I mean, I'm not trying to say that, because there are some people like Capri who be doing amazing things for the community.
Shout out
Capri
man.
Does do a lot for the Hampton Roads area.
Capri
Her little circle
several times.
be fucking shit up out here. We not talking about them. You know what I'm saying?
Helped me with
they are winning.
Put me on shows.
You know what I'm saying? I've got tons of money with her too, doing shows, and
yeah, that lady's the truth.
but it's the things that most other when people trying to imitate what she doing, basically, they're not gonna win.
Yeah.
Because she already established.
She got a monopoly on it, bro.
But it's not only that. Her route leads to real industry connects. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you follow her ladder up, it goes to actual industry people. But a lot of these other people, they just know people that know people.
Right.
She really knows the people.
Well, I mean, like, her to us is like these kids rapping on iPhones to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole nother step up. She's the plug on it, a whole lot of stuff.
But if you're trying to stand out in the Hampton Roads area, you need to go deal with her to get comfortable on stage and do all that.
Yeah.
And go in there. But at the end of the day, she'll tell you, if you want to do something, you got to do it every day. You got to go at it 100% hard, and you got to do something different. Because if you want to stand out, you got to be outstanding.
Yeah, I think it's her that always posts, like, you know, have you promoted yourself today?
Every day. I guarantee you. I ain't been on Facebook and seen her today, but I guarantee you.
Good point.
Every day when I wake up, I'm in the habit now. I know she gonna post it, and I want to be ready when she posts it. I'm gonna go post myself so I don't look stupid when she asks.
Say yes, ma'am.
Because she ain't about to cuss me out for not promoting myself.
Yeah.
But now back to you and another question I have for the Just Bling.
All right, the Just Bling.
The Just Bling and the Camp Diamonds, the whole Camp Diamonds. You know, I want to know. I'm trying to think of how to word this properly. But you know, we ain't had no party for WrestleMania this year because of the COVID shit. You know, they ain't have a WrestleMania. So, with that being said, there's a couple of wrestling events coming up this summer.
This year I actually watched WrestleMania with my boy Bebop on video chat on our phones. And it was actually pretty weak because we were using the Facebook filters and all that bullshit. It was dumb.
Now, I think I remember watching that. But I was thinking if you were maybe planning on doing an event, because it's weird watching wrestling with nobody in the arena. And I thought that was weird because I didn't watch it with y'all, but I watched the same thing.
It was super weird.
But have you thought about throwing an event for Camp Diamond with a replay of a previous year's event, like one of the epic ones, as a little get together? Because I know we've been over here a couple of times for WrestleMania.
I mean, we could just do like Wrestling Sundays and come through and watch WrestleMania all day. We could totally pull that together. It's just a matter of how big we want to do it, how many people, how much food. I think it'd be tight with like 4 or 5 people, a couple pizzas or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'm gonna do like a WrestleMania party with like 20 plus or more just to watch like The Rock versus Stone Cold for the 100th time. But that would be tight. That would be tight on a smaller scale. Still looking forward to the Black Friday Camp Diamond annual party this year. It's the day after Thanksgiving. We got to find a venue this year, man, because last year we did the shit in my house. I had a whole band in my basement, in my room. Like, we had a full bar. We like kicked some people out. We brought some people in. We trashed the place, and I was like, man, next year, like, we're either gonna have a cleaning crew come the next morning, or I'm not having it in my house no more, because we want to do it bigger. But like, there was probably a good 50 people here in my basement, which isn't that big, you know. It's like 20 by 20, and yeah, shit was rough. What else you got?
Well, you know, I know you personally collect a lot of action figures. I want to personally know what your most collectible one, and is if that your favorite one.
Yes and yes, and it's a set. Alright, up here I got the 1992 Universal Monsters Ninja Turtles set with Raphael as the Mummy, Donatello as Dracula, Leonardo as Frankenstein, and Michelangelo as Wolfman, I believe. And it took me over 2 years to collect the set, and they're my favorite ones for sure. They're all sealed in a box from KB Toys, 92.
And shout out to KB Toys, man. That was the truth.
KB Toys was the awesomeness. I actually was working at a lady's house the past year, and she had a like an in-store display for the Dreamcast with the TV, and it had the old Dreamcast like case and a Dreamcast in it with the controller that like stuck off the front.
Oh, that's dope.
With the hard, rigid thing. I asked her if she was interested in getting rid of it, and she said it was her son's, who was away, who was grown and moved away, but he still wanted it for some reason. And I was like, oh, all right.
Same reason you wanted it.
Because I'm grown and want it myself. But yeah, that's probably my favorite collectible for real. The Piece de la Resistance. And then I got a bunch of older like Batman animated series figures and stuff like that. A bunch of old cool books. Got a lot of old Mad magazines.
Are you interested in buying a whole bunch of Playboys?
No.
Me neither, but I somehow acquired a bunch.
Yeah.
Every issue, a matter of fact.
It's real hard to sell those online.
Yeah. The last time I did, I got suspended on eBay for like 6 months.
Yeah, because I was working for a guy that had boxes and boxes of like 70s, 80s, and 90s Playboys and assorted smut mags. And he was like, you see if these are collectible or if you could sell them online? And I found out real quick that you can't just be selling porn online like that.
I mean, you can. You can. But you got to sell them as everything else on eBay. And like some of them I had listed as regular magazines.
Yeah.
But I got suspended for 6 months. And nobody even bought it.
Damn.
It was just listed up there.
That's crazy. Yeah, those shits are, I don't know, they're so weird.
But I mean, they don't really bring in that much money because they were selling for like $5 to $6 a piece.
Yeah.
But you got to pay $2 or $3 to ship them. You got to pay eBay so much for their fee.
So you're making like $1 a piece.
If you're lucky, probably like 50 to 75 cents more realistically. Which isn't bad when you think about I got like 1970 to like 1998.
Yeah, like the whole...
But I've been throwing them away a little bit. So the like city doesn't get mad that I filled the whole trash can up with.
Yeah, there's a whole trash can full of porn, like old bush porn.
Yeah, like... So I've been throwing like 100 magazines a week away. Plus I got all them VHS tapes I've been throwing away.
The dump truck just dumps out like a whole pallet of old porno. There's some crazy hobo at the dump and he's like, jackpot! Yes!
No, my friend works at the like recycling center where they be taking like all the shit that gets thrown away. It's like the big shit. I mean, he works at a dump like the landfill where they distribute like the different piles of trash.
Right.
He showed me the other day they had like 184 weed plants that came in there to get thrown away.
At the recycling center?
Well, it's like the trash distribution, like, you know, that shit out there on 58?
Yeah.
It's like where they distribute all, like the aluminum over here, the trash, the matter. But they got a contract with the local governments around here, and I guess somebody got caught with all of those weed plants.
So they took them to the dump.
Yeah.
Crazy. I think they burn them. Weed's decriminalized now. That's cool.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, some people seem to think that means it's legal, and it's totally not.
Well, I mean, it kind of is. Like, I was a person that was smoking in public a couple of days ago, and I'm still smoking in public now.
Right.
And I haven't been harassed with it yet. I even had a cop. I went up to a cop and asked him if it was like something you could pay right then on the spot for the little $25 fine.
Yeah.
He said no.
But take the ticket, go down there and pay it.
Well, he said that he could give me the ticket and I could call the number and pay it as soon as I got a ticket, just like a parking ticket.
Okay.
Like, so if you got a credit card or an ATM card, you can call the 1-800 number and take it care of. And if you don't, you gotta go down there and pay it in person.
That's not too bad.
But he said, good luck getting charged with that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they realize
so they're not even gonna worry about it.
Yeah, good.
He said unless you're caught driving while smoking.
Yeah, that's
he said that's still a DUI.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are like,
out there riding around.
Oh, it don't matter now. Woo woo. I'm just gonna fucking.
No, now you can get a DUI for it.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 or 4 days ago you could not get a DUI for it. Now you can get a DUI for it.
Yeah, that's the loophole. That's probably gonna increase the number of DUIs. You know, quote unquote DUIs.
Yeah.
Even if they find like a roach, they could be like, "You're high."
No, they gotta test your lips for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
or catch you physically smoking. Like, it is. That's the way, because you know how they say the effects of it don't really affect your driving.
Yeah.
But you're driving while impaired. You don't know what it's going to do to it because the law says you got to be driving while using it.
Okay.
On marijuana, you know, you got to wait a certain amount of time.
Right.
For the like alcohol, but there's no way to test your blood for the. That shit's in you for 30 days.
Yeah, it seems like a big old waste of a test.
I mean, it pretty much is.
So you said you're selling shirts in Nigeria now?
Yeah, well, not directly, but I sell to a person that sells them to as stores in Nigeria.
That's sweet. What part?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't want to sound ignorant on the subject more than I am. I am ignorant on the subject,
He
but
said I saw the receipt said Nigeria.
I mean, she told me Nigeria, and
That's tight.
that's all I needed to know.
I always liked it when I would post a music video and look at like the YouTube analytics, and it'd be like, you got 3 plays in Switzerland or something crazy like that. And I'd be like, oh shit, awesome.
Yeah, when I see that like on YouTube or whatever, or on my channel, when I seen somebody viewed it from a foreign country, I'm like, I wish I could contact this person. I would definitely send them a shirt to wear.
Yeah, it'd be like, thanks for watching my video.
Because for some reason on Instagram, they provided me with a bunch of like Honduras and like Brazilian people, and they're all like BMX riders, but they're all like South America, Central America.
Yeah,
And I'm like, what the fuck do I need? Why can't I send y'all shirts? Well, a lot of these countries won't let me send them shirts for free.
Yeah.
Because they got to pay like $25 taxes or
custom
whatever.
or pay the police to get it across the border.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I had something I was going to say and it completely fucking blew my mind.
I hate it when that happens.
You got any other questions, man?
Not particularly.
Word.
Is there anything you would like to ask me?
I don't know. We might have to save it for the next episode.
Because there's nothing really that... I mean, there was something I probably wanted to talk about when I got up here,
What's that?
but I'm not really sure. Because I feel like if I'm going to be on the podcast, there's some type of P. Diddy way for me to make the most of this. There was definitely... But I'm not sure. I can't think of anything. I don't like to tell people shit, so there's nothing...
Yeah. Read any good books recently?
I mean, yes, I've been reading tons of books since this quarantine shit has taken over.
What's your favorite one and what's it about?
Alright, well, I'd say the one I've read recently, it's like the 4th or 5th time I've read it. It's called, like, How to Switch On Your Brain.
Right.
I forget the author it's by. One of my, you know that song I filmed, Angels or whatever down here?
I think so, yeah.
Well, the girl that song's about told me to read this book. And then I've read this book like 6 or 7 times. But it's like a real religious book. And I'm not like real religious.
Right.
But it's also like spiritual. But it's like, when you read the book, it just tells you stuff you already know. But it's like, damn, you could really turn your brain on to work, not just being autopilot. You could turn it on to like really make conscious decisions to really manifest what you want to manifest.
Right.
And that, I've also read The Power of Habit a lot lately. That's a good one. But I've been reading like, read 1984 a couple times during the quarantine because I think that's relevant to what's going on right now.
It's a good one. I haven't read it since like high school. Probably.
I think Animal Farm's one up there that I've been reading a lot.
Animal Farm goes hard.
I've just been reading a lot of George Orwell. I mean, tons of him lately. I've just been reading shit like that because it's relevant to we're in a very weird time in life right now. It's some odd ass shit. This is not normal. Like, I don't want to get up here and talk about the virus or whatever because I don't believe in the virus. I do not. I mean, I think it's real, but I think this is a nasty planet and there's tons of viruses. So, like,
I think it's real, but there's some underlying shit they're not telling us for sure.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
We're not able to see the whole picture, or they're not telling us the whole picture, obviously.
Because, I mean, you know, I play FIFA. And that's an online game, right? You know, the soccer shit.
Yeah.
And I play that with some people that are over there in Europe because not many American people like to play FIFA. But the shit that they be telling me on the fucking FIFA, in comparison to news, like the other day, the dude was talking about how Tom Hanks is being arrested for pedophile charges and pedophilia and shit like that.
Yeah.
American news says this motherfucker got coronavirus.
Yeah,
And it's a couple of reliable sources on the internet from European news sources that say him and a few other American celebrities don't have coronavirus. They're being arrested on this Epstein shit.
Yeah, and they're hiding out. They just got Epstein's old girl yesterday or something.
So I mean, I think I think the Americans are being lied to right now. There's a reason that Americans ain't allowed to travel into these foreign countries right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's because we're all sick, and I think we're all wearing masks, so these celebrities and shit that they're looking for can be out here comfortable in masks too.
Yeah.
That's
hiding.
Yeah, because they're all hiding, and it would look strange if just the elite was out here in masks. But if the whole general public was out here in masks, it ain't gonna look that. But I could be 100% wrong. But most people know that during my ladder to success, I made it a little bit higher than some people make into getting into Hollywood. I had a few opportunities and seen a few of these celebrity famous people around me did some gay shit to be in those positions. And I'm not taking a shot at nobody because it's more than one of them. It's a lot of people that I know that are famous did something that I wouldn't do to be in that position.
Yeah.
And I'll do almost anything to make money, but I've seen a lot of people sell their souls short.
Yeah.
To get attention.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And I just tell people all the time, the reason I'm not an industry rapper is because I ain't want to do no gay shit, but the opportunity was there. But I walked out of that studio session and was just like, yo, this is what y'all do to be in Hollywood. Everybody watch me come back and get a regular ass job. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watch me from being a fucking paid rapper to working a regular $9 an hour job. It's like,
yeah, because once you do something like that, you're
I got a little brother and sister out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them to see me doing no dumb shit.
Well, you're compromising your own morals and your own.
When I know how to make money because I've been around rooms full of celebrities and famous people, and I have more money than anybody in the room. They just look like they have more money. Yeah. They was in somebody else's Ferrari. They had somebody else's diamond chain on. They didn't get no money on the back end of their record deal. You know what I'm saying? They was just a puppet. Yeah, and I'm a puppet, you know what I'm saying? But I'd rather be a king of nothing than a fucking clown in a circus.
Yeah, looking like you got some shit. I agree with you 100% on that, bud.
But I also think that, like, when you hear me promoting somebody musically or promoting some of my friends that ride bicycles, I'm not doing it because I think they're the next popular, famous thing. I'm doing it because we're doing what we love. Yeah. And we have fun and passion. And that's why me and Just Bling are so different, but we get along. Because we're both passionate about our hobbies and shit. We don't do it for the attention, even though we get attention. We do it because it's fun. And we're authentic.
Because that's our shit.
You know what I'm saying? He's all about this comic books and all of this shit. I don't know what you would actually physically call that stuff.
I don't know. Collectibles?
Collectibles, but like I collect 100% totally different shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're both into collectibles, but I collect records, cassettes, tapes, and
I've really
bicycles.
been wanting to get some vinyls.
That's like my shit.
I'm super thinking, like, I want to get a good turntable with all the ones I've found that I could get easily that are like, USB ones, or they got a digital output to USB, or, pretty much they all seem like they're kind of trash.
They pretty much are.
Like, I was talking to somebody about it, and they were like, don't buy no new fandangled USB. Like, the shits that look like a suitcase, pretty much.
Yeah, don't buy none of them gimmick shits. But if you go to, like...
But I also don't want a bunch of speakers and receivers and fucking...
No, if you go to, like... As long as money is... If you're not looking for, like, one for less than $100... I would go to like Guitar Center or somewhere like that.
Right.
and get you a simple, not one that you're going to be DJing with, you know what I'm saying?
No, I just want to be able to listen to them.
But go in there and get you one that's USB, like it'll plug into a computer and you can play it off the computer speakers, or you can hook it up to regular speakers, you know.
Okay.
But that way you kind of get a nice one, but it's still got the USB import, but it's made for taking a vinyl record and recording it to a digital file.
Okay.
But they're the best unless you got like one of those stereo systems with like the cassette player and like the whole cabinet, you know, little stacks of little different units.
Yeah.
You could plug it into one of those too, but you could also plug that shit straight into a mixing board and power any speaker you wanted.
Well, that's probably what I'll do.
Or your
I got
computer.
the mixer and all that.
But that's what I'm saying. You could have one that would just sat right over there on the desk and plugged into either the computer or the mixing board.
Okay.
With ease.
Well, that's probably what I'll look into before I start collecting, because I know once I start collecting, I'm gonna like.
But that's what I use for a player, and I have a nice set of what are them studio speakers that everybody's got? Them black and yellow shits.
I don't know. Beats by Drake.
Nah, those are the headphones.
Oh, the monitors.
Yeah.
Damn, what are they called?
They're like SPS or there's some like it's 3 letters.
Yeah. Yeah, those are what I need really.
Or KRKs or some shit.
I think they are KRKs.
It's it's 3 letters like that. I'm pretty sure it's KRK or it's RK. No, it's KRK.
I'm just so afraid of starting to collect a new thing because I will just go overboard with it probably.
You ever been to Eric's house?
Yeah.
You can't go overboard on records.
Yeah. I got a key. Him and DJ came out the other night. We're on the podcast. We drank some breast milk. That was pretty tight.
That's dope.
It was good, man. Tasted real good. Tasted like rice pudding, but like cold in milkshake form.
Eric came over not too long ago. Me and him had a good old long conversation. That would have been nice to record that conversation.
Yeah.
We talked for a good long time.
He's good for that, man. That's the super homie from forever.
We were talking for a long time about like how in high school, if you knew me in high school, you would like, if you weren't into punk rock,
right.
Or like if you weren't like open-minded into punk rock, you might have thought like I was the most like ultimate punk rock person you could be because I had the studded jackets, the multicolored hair,
right.
Doc Martens, like uniform wise, like couldn't be more punk rock looking than me. Like
had the whole uniform.
But me and Eric had a conversation the other day about how that was like really my poser punk days, and now even though I'm a rapper, dress how the hell I want to, don't even give a fuck what I look like, I'm like the most punk rock person on the planet. But if you don't know anything about punk rock, you probably think I'm no longer into punk rock. You probably think that I'm a poser now because I no longer wear all them spikies on my clothes and all of that shit.
Right. Yeah, I mean.
But I was like, and that's the coolest thing now is I don't care about other people's opinion.
And
I was
that's
like,
the most punk rock thing of all.
Yeah, and I was like, I even was telling him, I was like, if I had to do this shit all over again, I'd probably be a juggalo for real. I was like, because I don't give a shit. I could listen to whatever the hell I want to, but most people are like, yo, you listen to rap. You can't be a punk rock person.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Watch
bitch,
this.
I don't listen to punk rock. I listen to Oi. That's a skinhead type of violent punk rock. Watch that shit. I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I listen to rap. That's gangster rap, too. I was like, I do what I want, where I want, when I want. And that's a freedom I really didn't have in high school.
Yeah, I can
In
see
high
that.
school, I was really thought that you had to listen to like street punk and Oi, and like if you listened to anything outside of those, you were an idiot. I thought I was like an expert at what I was at, but I was really so closed-minded. I was a poser.
I was about to say, but really you were like compartmentalizing yourself into one.
And I realized that 15 years later, as the people that used to like call me a poser punk in those days were really some of the most punk rock people I knew. And that's what me and Eric were talking about, is how like a lot of the people I called posers in high school that also called me a poser, in reality they were like the most punk rock people.
Yeah.
But they're no longer into punk rock at all, and they've got like, one of them's a police officer, the other one's like shipyard engineers and shit. They're like all crazy jobs. Like, I'm the most punk rock person. I kind of what you would consider running a DIY distro over here.
Right.
You know, it's rap music based, but I definitely print T-shirts for local artists. I definitely, majority of my income comes from do-it-yourself things that I taught myself in punk rock days.
Yeah, and that's the shit. That's what's awesome about it.
And I haven't claimed to be a punk rocker in a long time.
Yeah, I mean,
but I turned those punk rock dreams into reality.
It's the same thing with the Juggalo community, man. The most Juggalo thing you can do is to not give a fuck.
Yeah, and Juggalos, I'm sure they have the same issue where there's some people that only listen to ICP.
Juggalo and you don't listen to this and that. And you don't.
What do you mean you listen to Twisted or so? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that whole split that's going on, and like I just tell all those kids to shut the fuck up. Like y'all are stupid.
Yeah, and
listen to what you want. Do what makes you happy. Be there for your fucking homies. That period.
And that's why I technically identify as a BMX rider because, you know, there's juggalos that ride BMX bikes, there's BMXers, there's skateboarders that ride BMX bikes, if that makes any sense. There's like so many different walks of life. There's rednecks that ride BMX bike, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not like racist rednecks. If we see any racist people on a BMX bike, you just gave us a new bike, and I don't care who the fuck you offends by that. You know what I'm saying? If you're racist and ride BMX, and I see you on a bike, that's my bike now. Bet you can't take it back from me. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't hate people if you weren't insecure.
Yeah.
So, feel froggy, leap. You know what I'm saying? I'm at all skate parks. Try to take my bike. If you're racist and got a problem with anti-racist people, take my bike from me. See how that works for you.
Yeah.
But that's when it's all love in the BMX community, and it's really all love in the punk rock and juggalo communities. It's just that little 3% or whatever of the elitists that feel like they're God's gift to that shit.
I mean, yeah, and really it's just insecure kids that, you know.
And it's like, when I was in high school, man, I gave emo kids like a really, really hard time. Like, to the point, man, the jacket I got from the punk rock day says emo sucks on the back. I really don't understand. Like, I had emo girlfriends and shit. I never really understood what my beef was with emo, but I hated it.
Right.
But it's because like oi music, that's like violent, like aggressive music. It's like the exact opposite of emo shit. You hide your emotions in oi. You bring them out in that emo shit. Well, I have been listening to Dashboard Confessional lately. Like I'm 30 years old, going through a fucking scene phase.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've had a lot of. I wasn't hard on emo kids, but I never really gave it a chance. And I guess certain people have shown me some pop punk and shit recently, and I'm like, this isn't that bad.
And see, that's another thing is pop punk.
But I never really gave it a chance before.
That's always been my sweet spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Did you come say it kind of loud because I didn't know if you're still doing your thingy?
I am. You want to call it, man?
Yeah, that's cool.
Super sweet. Thank you for coming through and being on Camp Dominant Friends, man. We'll get back.
Anytime. I'm sure there'll be a round two.
Oh, yeah, there's definitely going to be a round two, and we'll have various situations and whatnot to talk about. But I appreciate it once again, sir.